Good day everyone! Welcome to the world of math. Halikayo, samahan niyo ako para tuklasin ang mga bagong kaalaman sa mundo ng matematika.
Direct and inverse variation. These are the competencies. First, illustrate situations that involve the following variations, direct and inverse. Second, translates into variation statement a relationship between two quantities given by a table of values, a mathematical equation, a graph, and vice versa. Third, solves problems involving variation. What is direct variation? The following statements are equivalent. Y varies directly as X. Y is directly proportional to X. What is the translation of these two? Y is equal to Kx for some non-zero constant K. And what is K? K is the constant of variation or the constant of proportionality. Let us have an example of a direct variation. If y varies directly as x, then y is equal to kx. So, if x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 10, how we are going to solve for k? Let us have. By substitution, so we replace y by 10 and x by 2. So that is 10 is equal to k times 2. What is the value of k? So to find the value of k, we're going to divide both sides by 2 by division property of equality. Then, we're going to divide out 2. So k na lang po ang matitira. Then, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Do you get it? Very good. How to find the equation of variation? So using the equation y is equal to kx, we're going to replace k by substitution. K is equal to 5. So the equation of variation is y is equal to 5x. So y is equal to kx can be rearranged to get k by itself. So ito yung isang paraan kung paano po makuha natin ang value ng k. So using y is equal to kx, so we divide both sides of the equation by x. Then divide out, that is y divided by x is equal to k, or you're going to divide y by x para makuha natin ang k. So that is the formula. K is equal to y divided by x. So our two formulas for direct variations are y is equal to kx and k is equal to y over x. Don't forget, again, the two formulas for direct variations are y is equal to kx and k is equal to y over x, or k is equal to y divided by x. Direct variation in function table. So let us have this table of values. This is an example of a direct variation. Why? Since we multiply x by 5, in each set, the constant k is 5. So, in other term po, kailangan po kapag dinivide nyo din po yung y divided by x, pare-parehas po yan. Katulad nito, 10 divided by 2, 5. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. 30 divided by 6, that is 5. So, same po sila ng quotient. So, therefore, this is a direct variation. Is this a direct variation? Yes, it is a direct variation. Because if we're going to divide y by x, so 1 divided by 2, that is 0.5 or 1 half. 2 divided by 4, that is 0.5 or 1 half. 3 divided by 6 is 0.5 or 1 half. So what is k? That is 1 half. K is the quotient of y divided by x. This is a direct variation. So in a direct variation in a graph, always remember, direct variation should graph a straight line through the origin. Always remember. So as x increases, y increases. So it is a straight line through the origin. That is the graph of direct variation. So these are the questions that you can answer. What do all three of these have in common? The next slide will be the explanations. That is an inverse variation. So what is an inverse variation? So the following statements are equivalent. First, y varies inversely as x. Y is inversely proportional to x. And what is now the equation or the translation of these two? That is, y is equal to k over x for some non-zero constant k. Again, k is the constant of variation. Now, this is the formula for inverse variation. So, x times y is equal to k. So, therefore, these are the two formulas for inverse variation. First, y is equal to k over x. Second, xy is equal to k, or y or k is equal to x times y. Let us have an example. Y varies inversely as x. So y is equal to k over x. So if x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 5, what is the value of k? Again, using the equation, y is equal to k over x by substitution. So we replace x by 2 and y by 5. So 5 is equal to k over 2. So pinalitan lang natin po si y ng 5. Ito yun sa given. At si x ng 2. Ito yun sa given. Then, by, very good, cross multiplication. So, k equals 5 times 2 equals 10. Or, the other solution will be k is equal to x times y, or xy is equal to k. We're going to multiply x and y. So by substitution, so 2 times 5 is equal to k. Then 10 is equal to k. By symmetric property, k is equal to 10. They are both equal. Do you get it? Very good. So how to find the equation of variation? So we have y is equal to k over x, our equation. By substitution, we replace k, yung nakuha natin kanina, which is 10. So by substitution, y is equal to 10 over x. And that is the equation of variation. So let's have this table of values. How to illustrate inverse variation in function tables. So is this an inverse proportional or inverse variation? Yes. Kailangan po dito, para masabi na siya ay inverse variation, kailangan po pare-parehas po ang kanilang product. So 2 times 5 is 10, 4 times 2.5 is 10, 8 times 1.25 is 10. And that is the inverse variation because k is 10. This is the other example. So this is an example of an inverse variation. Why? Because pare-parehas po yung kanilang product, and that is k. So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 4 times 1 half is negative 2. 6 times negative 1/3 is negative 2. And this is an example of an inverse variation. The other one is, ito po ba ay inversely proportional? No. Why? Kasi kapag kinuha natin yung product nito, so negative 4 times negative 12, that is positive 48. Negative 3 times negative 9, that is positive 27. Negative 1 times negative 3, that is positive 3. So magkakaiba po yung product nila. So this is not inversely proportional or an inverse variation. So let us solve the graph of direct and inverse variation. So ito po yung graph ng inverse variation. Kung makikita nyo po, as x increases, y decreases. Or as x decreases, y increases. That is an inverse proportion. So hindi po siya straight line. So you know how to recognize inverse variation using table, using graph, and using equation. So in using equation, so a direct variation po ay it is not rational, while the inverse variation is rational or may fraction. So let us have how to do your task. So let us have an example. Let's complete the table if y varies directly as x or y varies directly as x squared. Are you excited? Are you excited? Very good. Let us have. First one, how to find k and the equation. So using the equation y is equal to kx, we replace y by 20 and x by 4 by substitution. So, pinalitan lang natin si y ng 20, si x ng 4. Then, to find k, we use division property of equality. We divide both sides of the equation by, very good, 4. Then, divide out. Divide out lang natin to. So, k na lamang po ang matitira. Then, we divide 20 divided by 4. That is 5. So, k is equal to 5. Now, mayroon pa po bang ibang paraan kung paano po makuha ang k? Yes. Gusto nyo bang malaman kung paano po yon? Very good. So, ito po yon. So, using the other formula for direct variation, so k is equal to y divided by x. So, by substitution, papalitan lang natin po si y ng 20, si x ng 4. Then, 20 divided by 4, that is, k is equal to 5. So, parehas na parehas po sila. So, kahit alin po sa dalawa, pwede nyong gamitin to find k. So, paano naman po natin kukunin yung equation of variation? So, paano? So, using this equation, y is equal to kx. Then, we replace k by 5. So, itong k na to, papalitan lang natin para makuha natin ang equation of variation. So, we have y is equal to 5x. And that is our equation of variation. So, maliwanag po ba? Very good. Let us have another example. So, paano naman po ito? How to find x and the equation. So, again, let us have the equation y is equal to kx. Then, we replace y by 18 and k by 3. So, papalitan lang natin po si y ng 18 at si k ng 3 by substitution. Then, again, we use division property of equality para po mawala po. Ma-eliminate natin yung coefficient ng x. So, we divide both sides of the equation by 3. Then, we divide out. 3 divided by 3 is 1 times x, that is x. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So, yun na, nakuha na natin. Now, what is the equation of variation? So, dito po, pwede nyo rin pong gamitin yung isa po, yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. Pwede po. Magdi-divide kayo. Then, equation of variation, ito po yun, just copy. Y is equal to kx. Then, by substitution, papalitan lang natin si k ng 3. So, pag pinalitan natin si k ng 3, that is y is equal to 3x. So, dito po sa equation, k lamang po ang papalitan. So, our equation is y is equal to 3x. The third one, how to find x and k. Gamit po ang y at saka yung equation natin. So, again, let us have this equation. So, ito na po yun. Gagamitin natin. So, by substitution, papalitan lang natin si y ng 32. So, dito po muna, bago natin makuha yung x muna, pwede na nating makuha dito yung k. So, alin dito yung k? Very good, yung pulang-pula. So, that is k. And k is equal to 2. So, palitan lang natin to. Nandito na kaagad po sa equation yung k. Then, how to find x? So we have y is equal to 2x squared. We replace y by 32. Yan, pinalitan lang natin si y ng 32. That is 32 is equal to 2x squared. So again, kailangan mawala po yung coefficient ng x squared para makuha natin si x. So we use division property of equality. We divide both sides of the equation by 2. Very good. Then we divide out 2. So ano na lang nang natira? So x squared is equal to 32 divided by 2, that is 16. Then, using square root principle or square root property, ito po yung sinugutan natin ng first grading. That is x is equal to positive negative square root of 16. So, dalawa po magiging sagot kasi po this is a quadratic equation. By extracting square root, ito po yon, positive negative square root of 16. That is x is equal to positive negative square root of 16 is 4. So, our x is positive negative 4. So, how to complete learning task 1B? So, 1B po ito. So, complete the table if y varies inversely as x. So, how to find k, the equation, or the x and k. So, let us have this example. So, y varies inversely as x. How to find x, k and the equation if y is equal to 5 and x is equal to 4. So, gamit po ito, we translate. That is y is equal to k over x. By substitution, papalitan lang natin po si y ng 5 at si x ng 4. So that is, so pwede po natin gamitin din po ito, yung other equation for inverse variation, that is k is equal to x times y. So ito po yung mas madali kasi to find k, imumultiply nyo lamang po yung x at saka yung y natin. So that is, so papalitan lang natin, si x ay 4, si y ay 5, then we multiply 4 times 5, so k is equal to 20. Ganun lamang po kadali. So same lang din po dito kung ito yung gagamitin nyo. You're just going to multiply y and x. Then, how to find the equation of variation? So gamit po ito, papalitan lamang po natin si k. Ano ipapalit natin kay k? That is 20. So y is equal to k over x. So the equation of variation is y is equal to 20 over x. So yan po ang sagot po sa equation. Diba? Napakadali. Another one. How to find x and the equation if y is equal to 3, yung k natin is 12. So, using the translation, y is equal to k over x. So, we replace y by 3 at saka yung k ng 12. Or, yung ginamit natin kanina, k is equal to xy. So, papalitan lang natin si k ng 12, si y ng 3. Then, kailangan mawala po si 3. So, by division property of equality, we divide both sides of the equation ng coefficient ng x, which is 3. Then, we divide out. Kasi 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1 times x. So, x na lang po ang matitira. Then, x is equal to 12 divided by 3. That is 4. So, x is equal to 4. Ganun lamang po kadali. Then how to find the equation? Since may k na tayo, napakadali na po kunin ang equation. So ito po yun. Gamitin natin itong y is equal to k over x. Then, we substitute k by 12. So papalitan lang natin po si k ng 12. So that is y is equal to 12 over x. Simpleng-simple po, di ba po? So the equation is y is equal to 12 over x. Another one. Y varies inversely as x. How to find x and k if y is equal to 5 and the equation is y is equal to 20 over x. So dito po, napakadali na pong kunin ang k kasi nasa equation na po siya. So how? So ito po yung equation natin. Always remember that this is our k. Ito po yung k kasi y is equal to k over x nga po, di ba po? So, ang k natin is 20. Ito na po. So, no need to solve kasi nandito na siya. Then, paano naman po natin kukunin si x? So, gamit po yung k is equal to xy. Yun po yung pagkuha natin ng k. Papalitan lang natin si k ng 20 at si y ng 5. So, wag pong malilito po ha. Saan po nang galing po ito? Saan po nang galing? So, ito po yung k is equal to x, y. Yan po yung kanina. So, papalitan lang natin si k ng 20, si y ng 5. Then, using division property of equality, so we divide both sides by 5 para x na lang po matitira. Then, we divide out para mawala na po si 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1 times x. So, x na lang po natitira. Then, divide 20 divided by 5. That is 4. So, may tanong po ba? So, for questions, just comment to the video. Thank you for listening. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.